Hey team, we're back. Part 2, timber combo. So for this project, we're using our 32 MPa stamp mix with the integral color called Chocolate Fudge from Interstar. And it's 8 kilograms per meter is the quantity of that color in there. Don't worry, I lift that rebar up any minute now. Yep, okay, it's all lifted. Now, the stamp mix is important because it has a higher sand content. A little bit less aggregate, a little bit more sand, and it leaves a creamier surface to work with and a better depth for your stamping. Now, it was hot that day, so we're using our finishing aid called VersaFilm, and we spray that in and we put it into the second pass with the bull float, and that ensures that the surface stays creamy and it's safe to use rather than water. Doesn't change the color, doesn't weaken the surface. It's proper. So after that, we're checking our stair faces and we're wiping away any bleed water that may come down. We sprayed these forms with retarder, which is sugar water, so if it bleeds down and we work that into the lower stamped area, it can lead to blowouts the next day when we're pressure washing and cleaning things up. So the stamp mix is important. I'm going to go back to that because it's creamier on the top, it's more sand, and it doesn't leave little spidery cracks when you stamp it. If you don't have that thick cream on top, it can, when the rocks overturn at that hardness, when you stamp it, the rocks will turn and leave a little tiny crack, and you can get a lot of those. If you are getting those cracks on a hot or windy day, just use rubber gloves. Just use your latex gloves and just wipe them as you go and just with your finger and takes the cracks right out. If you don't have latex gloves, your regular finger is just a little bit rough. It looks funny. So here's a trick. This is the next day. So we're washing our exposed faces off with the pressure washer on low, but that edge is still very sensitive up top. So you got to be careful not to hit it. So we just put the edgers down, our 6-inch edgers with the same profile, and that kind of protects your edge while you're washing. And saw cuts are easy with this pattern. You just hide them right in the lines. So if you get into the bigger areas, it gets a little bit trickier, you know. Now we're applying our Easy Teak, which is our colored highlight there. And you always got to make sure you brush that on the sides too, or you're going to have black drips going down the sides. So brush your sides as you do the top. Work your way down. Now with the timber pattern, we're Easy Teaking kind of one plank at a time. You don't want to get too far ahead. If it dries and you do a double swipe, it's going to be double the color. So you always try to work from square to square or from plank to plank. Now sealer's on. Now you can see the stairs. We kept everything flat. There is a seam there on the exposed, but we know that that's all going to get backfilled and hide the seam in the formwork. There's what our wall looks like. Like I said, there was no extra details for that. So you kind of get what you get. That was the price we gave them and looks great. Looks rustic. Thanks for watching.